revolutionary superhero movies ever made. Deadpool from 2016. I'm your host today, and let me tell you right off the bat, if you haven't seen this film yet, you're missing out on a wild ride that's going to flip everything you think you know about comic book movies upside down. Picture this. A superhero who's not your typical brooding caped crusader, but a wisecracking, foul-mouthed anti-hero who breaks the fourth wall, pokes fun at the entire genre, and delivers action sequences that will have you cheering from your seat. Trust me, by the end of this chat, you'll be convinced that Deadpool isn't just a movie you should watch, it's one you need to experience. And don't worry, I'm keeping this completely spoiler-free because the joy of discovering Deadpool's chaos firsthand is half the fun. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's unpack why this film is an absolute must-see, covering every little detail from its creation to its cultural impact. First off, let's talk about what makes Deadpool stand out in a sea of superhero flicks. Released on February 12, 2016, this movie shattered expectations and box office records alike. It was produced by 20th Century Fox in association with Marvel Entertainment, and it marked a bold new direction for the X-Men franchise universe. Unlike the more serious tones of previous entries, Deadpool embraced an R rating, yes, that's right, restricted for strong violence and gore throughout, language throughout, sexual content, and graphic nudity. This wasn't your family-friendly blockbuster, it was aimed squarely at adults who wanted something edgier, more irreverent. And boy, did it deliver. The runtime clocks in at a tight 108 minutes, which means it's packed with nonstop energy from start to finish. No filler, just pure adrenaline and laughs. At the heart of it all is the character himself. Deadpool, also known as Wade Wilson. Created in the Marvel Comics by writer Fabian Nicieza and artist Rob Liefeld, Deadpool first appeared in the New Mutants issue 98 back in February 1991. He's often called the Merc with a Mouth because of his endless banter, sarcasm, and tendency to break the fourth wall, meaning he acknowledges he's in a comic or, in this case, a movie. The film stays true to that spirit, making it feel like Deadpool is talking directly to you, the audience. It's meta, it's self-aware, and it's hilarious. If you've ever rolled your eyes at over-the-top hero origin stories, this one flips the script in the most entertaining way possible. Now, why should you watch it? Because Deadpool isn't just about superpowers, it's a story of resilience, humor in the face of adversity, and finding strength in your flaws. Wade Wilson starts as a former Special Forces operative who's now a mercenary with a sharp tongue and a questionable moral compass. When life throws him a curveball, terminal cancer, he opts for an experimental treatment that grants him accelerated healing abilities but leaves him scarred and changed forever. He dons the red and black suit, grabs his katanas and guns, and sets out on a path that's equal parts vengeance and self-discovery. But here's the kicker. The movie weaves in romance, friendship, and over-the-top action without ever taking itself too seriously. It's a perfect blend of heart, hilarity, and high-octane fights that will keep you glued to the screen. Let's dive into the powerhouse behind the camera. The director is Tim Miller, making his feature film debut after a career in visual effects and animation. Miller co-founded Blur Studio, known for stunning work on games like Halo and Mass Effect, and he brought that expertise to Deadpool, creating visuals that pop with vibrant colors, explosive effects, and seamless CGI. The screenplay was penned by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, the dynamic duo often called the real heroes of the film by star Ryan Reynolds himself. They crafted a script that's witty, fast-paced, and full of pop culture references, from Ferris Bueller's Day Off to Star Wars. Their writing captures Deadpool's voice perfectly, turning what could have been a generic action flick into a comedic masterpiece. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, oh man, this guy was born to play Deadpool. Reynolds not only stars as Wade Wilson/Deadpool, but also served as a producer, fighting tooth and nail to get this movie made the way it deserved. After a less-than-stellar portrayal of the character in 2009's X-Men Origins, Wolverine, where Deadpool's mouth was literally sewn shut, which fans hated, Reynolds campaigned for years to redeem the role. He leaked test footage online in 2014, which went viral and convinced Fox to greenlight the project. His performance is electric, charismatic, vulnerable, and endlessly funny. Reynolds ad-libbed a ton of lines, adding that personal touch that makes Deadpool feel alive. The supporting cast is just as stellar. Morena Baccarin plays Vanessa, Wade's love interest, bringing warmth, sass, and chemistry that's off the charts with Reynolds. Their relationship is one of the film's emotional anchors, showing a side of Deadpool that's surprisingly tender. Ed Skrein portrays Ajax, the antagonist who's a formidable foe with enhanced strength and a sadistic streak. He's the perfect villain to bounce off Deadpool's chaos. T.J. Miller is Weasel, Wade's best friend and bartender.